What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. And there's this week is the new musical film, A Star Is Born, which is directed by actor Bradley Cooper. Now, he's not the only actor turned director who has a movie out this month. Jonah Hill also has a movie out called Mid 90s, which opens in 2 more weeks. And Paul Dano also has a movie opening in 2 more weeks as well. So, this interesting month for movies being directed, but being directed by actors. Now that's been going on for a long time. There's always actors who decide to go from from acting to making their directorial debuts. So I decided to do my top 10 favorite directorial debuts by actors. All right, with that being said, here's my list. Coming in at number 10 is Joseph Gordon-Levitt for this little 2013 movie he did called Don John, where he pretty much is addicted to, porn. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, get this, he plays a bar tender who, like I said, is addicted to pornography until he has a relationship with a woman played by Scarlett Johansson, and he has to change his methods because he's fall in love with Johansson's character. I mean, let's be for real. If you're dating Johansson and you're still watching porn, there has to be something wrong with you. But anyway, this movie is really good. I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Before he did this, he's been in a lot of stuff. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises he was in. Third Rock from the Sun. He was in Looper, loads of good stuff. So I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a good job with his directorial effort. He also put together a pretty decent cast. I mean, you got Tony Danza in this. That was pretty cool to see Tony Danza here. Speaking of Danza, his new show, The Good Cop, is awesome. I just want to throw that out. Also, you got the likes of let me pull up the cast list. Julianne Moore, Brie Larson was in this. You even got cameos by Anne Hathaway, Channing Tatum. I think you'll probably enjoy Don John. It's really clever. It's cute, charming. If you guys still haven't seen Don John by now, check it out. I think you'll probably enjoy it. All right, coming in at number 9 is a really recent one, and that will be Jordan Peele for Get Out. Now, Jordan Peele is, of course, best known for the comedy sketch show Key and Peele, but he's appeared in movies too. I mean, he was in that movie Wanderlust. He's been in a few other stuff. But last year, he made his directorial effort with the horror comedy Get Out, which, by the way, scored Jordan Peele his a Oscar for best writing for an original screenplay. I love Get Out. It was so clever. It had lots of good scares to it. It was really funny. What Jordan Peele did with this movie was just terrific. I mean, he did such a good job with this film. He did a good job with the actors in this. I mean, the actors here included Daniel Kaluuya, Allison Williams, Laurel Howe I love Laurel Howe in this. And you could tell that this had a comedy. I mean, this had comedy in it, but it makes sense because Jordan Peele is more known for comedy, so that makes sense why there was so much comedy in Get Out. And Get Out also scored an Oscar nomination for best picture. I would have been. I wouldn't mind if this had one, but anyway, it was still amazing. I'm still hoping and praying Jordan Peele decides to make a sequel. I'm all for seeing another Get Out. Now he has another film coming out in March called Us. I don't know whole lot about it. It has Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, Elizabeth Moss. That comes out in March, so keep your eye out for his next effort. And of course, Jordan Peele is also working on that Twilight Zone reboot for CBS All Access. So we have a few other stuff down the line as well. All right. Coming in at number 8 is Dennis Hopper for Easy Rider, which of course is a motorcycle movie with Pierre Fonda, Dennis Hopper, Jack Nixon was in this. Pretty much, Pierre Fonda and Dennis Hopper play two Harley riding hippies who complete a drug deal in Southern California and decide to travel across country in search for spiritual truth. And on their journey, they experience bigotry and hatred that inhabits a small town America, and also meets another traveler played by Jack Nixon. I mean, Easy Rider is a classic. Dennis Hopper did a really good job at directing this. Now, Dennis Hopper he was a world class actor. I mean, the guy's appeared in stuff like let me pull up his director his loss. I mean, he did Apocalypse Now, the last movie. He also did a Rebel Without Cause, but this was his first directorial effort, and Dennis Hopper did amazing. I thought this film was lots of fun. It has some really good heart to it. The performances by Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, and Jack Nixon all worked. If you guys still haven't seen Easy Rider, check it out. It's a '60s classic. All right, coming in at number 7 is Robert Redford's directorial debut for the Oscar-winning film Ordinary People, which also starred the likes of Mary Tyler Moore, Timothy Hutton, Donna Sutherland, Judd Hirsch. Now, of course, Redford's a world-time actor. He has a new movie out now called Old Men and the Gun, which is actually his final film. Probably here, either later or sometime this week, I'll do my 10 favorite Redford movies. But Ordinary People is his directorial debut. I think it won Mary Tyler Moore her first Oscar, if I'm not mistaken, and it also won. It also won for Wait, let me see how many awards it won. Oh yeah, it actually won for Best Picture. Believe it or not, it actually beat out Raging Bull and believe it or not, Robert Redford actually beat it out Martin Scorsese for Best Director. So that says something. Ordinary People is a really good movie. Mary Tyler Moore really showed that she could done more than just comedies, because she was really good in this. Anyway, if you haven't had a chance to check out Ordinary People, definitely you guys should give it a go. It has good performances. Redford did a good job of his directorial effort. Good cast. Really nice little movie. All right, coming in at number 6 is George Clooney's directorial effort for Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Now, this is a really good little movie. It got released in 2002 and like I said, it was also Clooney's directorial effort. And it's about like game show producer Chuck Barris, played by Sam Rockwell, who was at the height of his career, and he Chuck Barris pretty much created the show, The Dating Game, and it was one of the network's top, which was one of the network's top shows. And he also branched out with other shows like The Gong Show and all. Well, in this movie, he pretty much works for the CIA and claims to have killed 33 people. This movie was something else. Sam Rockwell was fantastic as playing Chuck Berry. It also had a pretty solid supporting cast. George Clooney was also in this. Chuck Barris actually had a part in this. Julia Roberts, Drew Barrymore, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Even Dick Clark even had a role in this. A few game show people appear in this. Anyway, yeah, if you guys haven't seen Confessions of the Dangerous Minds, it's a really good watch. I think you'll probably appreciate it. It also has some pretty good cinematography. It is a little slow at times, but it picks up pretty well. All right, coming in at number 5 is Rob Reiner's directorial effort for This Is Spinal Tap. Now, of course, Rob Reiner, before this, he was best known for the show All in the Family. So, in 1984, he made his triumphant directorial debut with This Is Spinal Tap. And it had a pretty decent solid cast here. It had Christopher Guest, Rob Reiner appeared in this, Michael McCain. And this Spinal Tap pretty much shines a light on the self-contained universe of metal bands struggling to get back on the charts, include everything from its complicated history of ups and downs, gold albums, name changes, and undersold concert dates. Like this thing here has some really good music to it. It had good performances. Rob Reiner did a really job of his directorial effort. If you guys still haven't seen This Is Spinal Tap, it's really old. I mean, it came out in 1984, and I think the film still holds up today. But if you still haven't had a chance to check out This Is Spinal Tap, check it out. It's a really good movie. And of course, since This Is Spinal Tap, Rob Reiner went on to direct other stuff like Princess Bride, Misery. He recently just directed that not so good Shock and Awe movie. He's a really solid director when he's up in his game, and he did a really good job with this movie. He's definitely one of the best directors out there. All right, coming in at number 4 is a film called Antoine Fisher. And this is pretty much the touching true story of a sailor played by Derek Luke, who, prone to violent outbursts, is sent to a psychiatrist played by Denzel for help and true guidance of his new doctor. He confronts his pain past and begins to quest to find the family he never knew. Now, before Antoine Fisher, Denzel's been in lots of stuff. He was in I mean, he did stuff like Philadelphia, Training Day. This was pretty much his directorial effort, and Denzel Washington did a good job of it. A young Derek Luke was really amazing in this. Now, Derek Luke, of course, went on to appear in stuff like Captain America: First Avengers and 13 Reasons Why. Now, Antoine Fisher also had people like Viola Davis was also in this. A few other good supporting cast members. If you guys still haven't seen Antoine Fisher, it's a really good little movie. It's really you could probably easily relate to the characters. The characters are really engaging. Like I really dug the chemistry between Denzel and Derek Luke. Now, since Antoine Fisher, Denzel went on to direct other stuff. Great Debaters. He recently put out Fences, which scored him a Oscar nomination, which that also had Viola Davis in it. But yeah, Antoine Fisher is definitely a good directorial effort. All right, coming in at number 3 is Clint Eastwood for Play Misty for Me. Now, of course, Clint Eastwood's best was always the best known of an actor with stuff like Dirty Harry and Good, Bad, and the Ugly. He has a new movie coming out later this year called The Mew. They just dropped the trailer for that. I'll probably talk about that trailer later on. Anyway, back to Play Misty for Me. Clint Eastwood did a good job at directing this movie. I mean, Clint Eastwood pretty much plays a radio show host. He comes in a relationship with his girlfriend, played by Donna Mills, who's very impulsive. So he goes out and sleeps with a woman played by Jessica Walter, who he meets at like a nightclub. After the fact, he finds out that she was not an anonymous hookup, but obsessive fan who has called in repeatedly to request he plays the song "Mister." I mean, this movie was nuts. This is pretty much like Fatal Attraction of the '70s. This had a this was Fatal Attraction before Fatal Attraction got released. I mean, the chick in this was nuts. I mean, completely nuts. And Clint Eastwood did a really good job with his directorial effort. Since Play Misty for Me, he went on to direct loads of other stuff. I mean, let me pull up his directing efforts. He, of course, put out Unforgiven, Gran Torino, The Outlaw Josie Wales, Million Dollar Baby, Bridge of Madison County, American Sniper, Sully, Pale Rider. He recently put out that 1517 to Paris. He did Mystic River. Such a fantastic director. And he's, of course, a good actor. I mean, Clint Eastwood's a legend. And yeah, if you guys still haven't seen Play Misty for Me, check it out. I think you'll probably appreciate it. All right, coming in at number 2 is Ben Affleck's directorial effort for Gone Baby Gone. Now, Ben Affleck, of course, before Gone Baby Gone, he's been in stuff like Armageddon, Jiggly, Jersey Girls, Good Will Hunting. Ben Affleck is seriously one of the best actors turned directors. This and his other 2 efforts, The Town and Argo, by the way, won the Oscar for Best Picture. He could be a really good director. I think what he did with Gone Baby Gone, which is based on a book by I think his name is Dennis Lane. He did a really good job with Gone Baby Gone. And Gone Baby Gone also starred Ben's brother Casey Affleck. You also had the likes of Morgan Freeman. Let me pull up the cast list. Oh yeah, Michelle Monaghan was also in this. Amy Ryan, Ed Harris. Such a terrific cast. And it's pretty much about like a police detective who is hired to trace the missing daughters, who try find a missing daughter of this of these couple played by Affleck and Michelle Monaghan. Yeah, this movie is really good. There's lots of pacing to it. Had a good score in it. Good performances. Good direction by Ben Affleck. Now, I'm also still disappointed that Ben Affleck's not going to direct the Batman, but hey, maybe he'll direct something else. And like I said, he's a really talented filmmaker as well as an actor. Other than that one he did called Live by Night, his directorial efforts have been awesome, man. And if you guys still haven't seen Gone Baby Gone, it's a really good watch. All right, coming in at number one for my favorite directorial debuts by an actor will be Robert De Niro for 1993's film A Bronx Tale, which is of course based on a screenplay by Chaz Palminteri. And it's actually technically based on Chaz Palminteri's life story. A Bronx Tale is awesome. Now it was of course De Niro's directorial effort. Now De Niro has worked with loads of directors. I mean, most notably Martin Scorsese. I used to always thought this was a Scorsese movie because it felt like a Scorsese film, but it's really a De Niro. You could tell that it has a Scorsese touch because, of course, De Niro worked with Scorsese loads of times. But I really like what De Niro did with his directorial effort. Yeah. I mean, it's a good mafia tale. Yeah. Has pretty good performances by Chaz Palminteri. Joe Pesci is even in this. Of course, it makes sense that Joe Pesci would be in this. You also got Tyrell Hicks. Really good movie. Now, there's also a Broadway show of A Bronx Tale, which they say is like Jersey Boys meets West Side Story. I haven't seen the Broadway show or anything, but I heard interesting things about it. But the Bronx Tale movie is where it's at. It's awesome. If you guys still haven't seen the Bronx Tale, do yourself a favor, watch the Bronx Tale. You'll probably get a kick out of it. Okay, that's pretty much it for my 10 favorite directorial debuts by actors. Let me do the rundown. Number 10, Joseph Gordon-Levitt for Don John. Number 9, Jordan Peele for Get Out. Number 8, Dennis Hopper for Ride Along. Number 7, Robert Redford for Ordinary People. Number 6, George Clooney for Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Number 5, Rob Reiner for This Is Spinal Tap. Number 4, Denzel Washington for Antoine Fisher. Number 3, Clint Eastwood for Play Misty for Me. Number 2, Ben Affleck for Gone Baby Gone. And number 1, Robert De Niro for A Bronx Tale. Now, there's loads of other ones I could have added. Let me pull up a list. Tom Hanks for That Thing You Do. That's a good one. Alan Rickman for The Winter Guests. Now, there wasn't really any females that really could throw a thread on this list, to be honest with you. Other than maybe Greta Gerwig or Penny Marshall. Oh, Billy Bob Thornton for Sling Blade's a good one. Jodie Foster for Lil Matt Tate was good, but that's not really my favorite directorial effort. Ben Stiller for Reality Bites. Oh, Ethan Hawke has a new directorial effort out. I think it's called Blaze. I haven't seen that movie, but Billy Crystal for Mr. Saturday Night. Saturday Night is a pretty good one. Sean Penn for Indian Rider. Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves. I don't know. Dances with Wolves is a good movie, but I'm not really that much big with Dances with Wolves as most people are. I still hate that movie one over Goodfellas, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite directorial efforts by an actor? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.